Alright, here we are at the next installation of this slow rebuild of this Cougar. We're going to talk about a couple things in this video. We're going to talk about how to take the hood off. It's actually fairly simple. We're going to talk about how to take the fan off. We took the engine fan off. Also how to take off these belts, how to take off the tensioners, which tensioners go to where, and how the belts run, just so you can kind of have an understanding. Now, there is you go online, find diagrams, stuff like that, but I'm a visual guy. It's just real simple for me to reference things this way. All right, so let's talk about the hood. We took it off. Hood's fairly straightforward. We have 4 bolts, 2 on each side. You have a passenger side. Say hi, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
There you go. And you have your driver's side. What I did, I just took off one on the top down here, and then on the bottom edge, I took one off. Greg held one side as I took it off, and then we went around the other side. You're going to need 2 people to do this. It's for sure. You're going to need 2 people. You don't want to damage your hood or your paint job. Even though I'm repainting this, I don't want to cause any dents or any further damage. So once you take the second one off, be ready for it. It's going to be a little heavy, and you just lift it straight up. You're just going to go on your garage wall, obviously. So just note, if you've been watching, I put every bolt back, and it's a hole of some type. Every screw gets a hole, right? These should have, each one of these should have its own self-threading little brackets that go in here, and if you don't, you're missing one, you need to get it fixed, because the hood itself on my Cougar does not, the hood itself is not threaded. You need these brackets for it to hold in. So that's pretty important. All right, so that's done. So we took the hood off, and we're going to need the hood off to take the engine out for space. Next thing we did, we had the fan. Where'd the fan go? It's right behind me. Here it is. Don't do what we did. Remember, this is a lesson in mistakes. All right. We initially thought, when looking at the fan, here's a spring. We got to do some research now. We try putting this back in. It's tensioned somehow. We thought that we had to pop this out, and behind it would be like something. We didn't know, right? We're learning. Well, that's not the case. So this is like a radiator therm, something, I don't know. It's a radiator fan, special unit. Don't know what it does, but it came with the car. It's original. So I'm either gonna have to find out how to repair that to keep this spring bracket on there, or get a new one. It is what it is. We'll investigate that. But you don't need to touch the front to get your fan off, at least in my 68 Cougar. On the back side, see those four divots, whatever you want to call them? They go right there with those four right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just take those off and pull it away from the engine, and it's going to come right off. Now, lesson learned on these. Let me put this back for a second. Lesson we learned. Take the bottom one off first. All right, this spins a little bit here. Take the bottom one off first, wherever it's at, because that's the hardest one to get to. And the last thing you want, and we found out, is you don't want to have somebody hold it up. So when you're taking these bolts off, it might fall on you. Because the easiest way I found to get that off, because it's in a real tight space, is to go underneath the car. We have a creeper down there, and to get it off. So I recommend you get under the car, take the bottom one off first, or maybe you can rotate. I don't think you can rotate it when it was on there, right?
We can.
Oh, we could?
Mm-hmm.
Did we really?
We can spin the fan.
Did we just make it that hard?
I don't know.
I think we made it as hard as possible.
Moving on.
Yeah, whatever. So I think we did as hard as possible because Greg was holding the fan for me. But anyway, take one off. Take them off 4 at a time, pull it towards you. It's an easy day. I just discovered that as we were talking on the video. It's funny. All right, the fan belts. So we're going to take these off, and we're going to label them. We're going to label them what we're going to call them, however the major component they go to. Most of them or all of them are going to go across these 2 main sections. I think one of these is a water pump down here. Yeah, water pump and it's probably the camshaft, I imagine, right? Mm-hmm. Camshaft, pulley. I'd just call all these pulleys. These are all pulleys to me. That's what I'm going to call them. So the very first front one, as you can see, I have my air conditioner. We're going to label this the air conditioner fan belt. All right, it runs straight down, all the way down to it has a tensioner right here. All right, this tensioner is what you need to remove to loosen your air conditioning fan belt. So on the back, there's a bolt. Just loosen the bolt. And then you might have to loosen this bolt too, just to get some play. It'll drop down. And then you have total slack. So it runs down around the camshaft, comes up and around. That's it. It also touches the other guide pulley, I'll say, all right? So that's your air conditioning fan belt. The next one, the second one, because there's 3 of them, they go, you know, 1, 2, 3. The second one's right here. This is your water pump, right? It's water pump?
I think so.
We think it's a water pump. We're going water pump. This is going to be your water pump belt. If you look, does it go? Yeah. So it comes down around that camshaft. It goes in the middle groove because it's the second one. And then it comes up in the front groove of, I believe, the water pump pulley. And it goes right back. So again, it goes down. Second one of the camshaft in the very bottom, or the middle one, comes up. It's the front one on the fan pulley, I'll just say that. It goes back. That one, that adjustment, by the way, that tensioner, is part of the actual bracket that holds in the water pump door, or this thing on the end right here. See if you can grab it. I'm grabbing it with my hand right here. You can tell I got it moving right there. So it's 2 brackets. One, if I get move the light there. That bracket that bolt right there, and there's one right above it. Right, being hidden right there. You loosen this one. This is the one that has the swing. It really swings, and you need to loosen this one right here just a little bit so it'll allow it to move more freely. And then this whole unit, well, like I said, will allow you to move it up and down and tighten it. And then you can take it off, like so. All right, last one. We're going to call it the alternator belt. All right, same principle as the last one. Way on the bottom, way on the bottom where it's touching, that's the swing bolt, I'll call it. And you might need to loosen this one right here just to get some play. You're gonna let go of it, it'll drop down. It gives you all your slack there. That one runs from the alternator to the one in the back on the fan pulley, and it goes straight down to the last one by the engine and comes back around just to the alternator. So those are your belts. Make sure you label them if you don't remember which one's which, because they're different lengths and whatnot. And we're going to do that. We're just going to put tape on them, and we're going to call it, air conditioning belt. We're going to reference this video again later. Air conditioning belt, water pump belt, alternator belt. We know which way they're going to go. Next video, we're just going to take this alternator off real quick. That's a real quick one. And thanks for watching. Bye.